Hey y'all, happy Monday. It's Miss Bliss here. Thanks so much for tuning in, and tomorrow is the big day. It's the first day of school. So today was a little hectic trying to get everything together, and it was also a parent meet and greet. So we had a lot of great meet and greets. A lot of families came in and just got to meet us, and we had a little get to know me sheet. So we got to talk to the kids about their favorite activities to do at home, what they're looking forward to at school, their favorite subject, and just those little get to know me activities. And it's really good. I really liked all my kids so far, and I'm excited to meet all of them tomorrow. I think since it is a new school, there's a lot of going to be last minute registrations. So they'll throw a little bit of a wrench in our plans, but it's gonna be good. The more the merrier. So I'm excited to meet everyone, but a little hectic. Our books haven't come in yet for science, and I'm teaching 4th grade science and 5th grade social studies. And so I got my social studies books in, and it's all planned for the week. We're starting with the Civil War as a review because they should have learned that standard in 4th grade, but I was told just kind of assume they don't know, and just to go over the basics. And it's that's a big heavy subject just to go over the basics and also to start the year with. So thankfully we have an amazing instructional coach who kind of gives our lessons more perspective on the social emotional learning as well as the multicultural lens. He's got a lot of knowledge and a lot of experience in it, and so we're really excited to go about these conversations in a respectful and a culturally responsive teaching way to do it, which is important. And it's also important to start early. I was kind of hesitant to dive right in and be slavery. I was that's kind of intimidating to start with, and they were yes, it is, but also you have to just be open and you have to have those hard conversations. So it's good to set the tone. So I'm doing it. I'll let you know how it goes. In the 4th grade, our books haven't come in yet, so they kind of improvising. I went on Teachers Pay Teachers and found a really good lesson plan for the first week, just about scientists and all the different types of science you can study. And then we also found out today that we're going to be switching from social studies and science every other day, so I won't be needing to do lesson plan quite as much. I thought I was going to have each day 30-minute blocks, and now it sounds like I'm having once a day only social studies or only science for about 45 minutes. So the time just kind of got away with us. We'll see how it works out in actual execution tomorrow. And then tomorrow also, yes, we're doing the little get to know me activities, mostly just decorating their nameplates because we have 90 students and they don't have any assigned seating, so they can always sit somewhere new, and they're flexible seating because we've got these little widget boards that they can sit down on. We've got little poofs, and then we have just their traditional seating, so it's whatever they prefer. So definitely a nameplate is necessary with 90 kids, and just trying to speak all their names and trying to get to know a little bit about each of them is really my priority for tomorrow, as well as procedures, which we've talked about a lot. So hopefully we can actually have a really good execution of it. They're 4th and 5th grade, so hopefully they kind of know the drill and know what they're up to and the expectation. But that's kind of that's our plan for tomorrow. Hopefully it goes well. I have to video myself for grad school doing a procedure, so I'm gonna tell them that I'm a student too, and we can kind of relate on that topic. So that's kind of a cool point. I don't think that they really think of teachers leaving the school. At least I didn't when I was a student. I was oh, they live here. But I think that it will just kind of make me a whole human. So I'm excited to share that with them. And then in social studies, my co-teachers had a really great idea of doing our norms and expectations in social studies, because we do talk about laws and government and all that stuff. So we're going to talk about creation of laws and how we can create laws for our classroom. So it's going to be norms, so the expectations of the procedures, and also just to have a really safe, fun, creative learning environment that we can just inspire all of each other and have it really positive and just a good safe learning environment, just the basics. And so I'm going to have them participate in a Nearpod activity where I have on the board, they've got iPads, and it's very collaborative. They can vote, they can do a discussion board and put their input of what they want our class norms to be, and then we're going to vote and put it all together, and hopefully we'll have those overarching topics like responsible, kind, and safe. Those are really our priorities as teachers, so we're going to try to lead them towards that, and hopefully it will all work out well. But I think having that ownership, having that students involved in the norm creation is going to make them really respect them more, because that they were a part of it. You know, they agreed to all these things, and they're going to sign like a little pledge of agreement that they agree and want to follow those norms and expectations, just to make it an overall really good learning environment. Yeah, so I think that's kind of my guidelines, a little bit shorter video because I've got a lot to do tonight in prep for my kids coming tomorrow. But I'm just taking deep breaths, I'm smiling, and I'm really relying on my co-teachers. They have been just such a great help so far and such a great resource. I'm really thankful for them. It's really been quite the learning curve, and they've helped the process go really smoothly. So I'm excited for this year. I know it's going to be a great one, and thanks for tuning in. Have a great week, y'all.